Why it ain't play our why it's playing on our top and ain't play our intro?
Hey, how you know this,
We
man?
we, go- we gonna do this one more time. I don't know why it's doing that. It ain't playing the intro. But anyways, welcome in and welcome back to the Texas Huddle. I'm your host, Rhea. That is my brother LD. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if y'all been here for a while, y'all already know what to do. Get in these comments, hit that share button, hit that like button. And let us know y'all in here. Y'all know how it go over here. We back. Don't jump
Man,
us. Y'all finna jump us, be honest. We supposed to be in here 2 weeks ago. We ain't come.
yeah,
No,
man.
life been lifing, but we have been doing a little bit of basketball stuff. But today we are back to talk football. So we're gonna get into some Cowboys stuff. We're gonna talk about the draft. We're gonna talk about some breaking news. We're gonna start the show with the little breaking news the Cowboys just did an hour ago, if you don't know. But yeah, stick around for a little while. We're gonna be on here for a little bit today. So what's up, brother? How you doing? You ready to get into it?
Man, I'm ready to pod, man. I'm ready to get some shit off my chest, man.
Oh Lord,
I'm,
all right,
I'm ready
good.
to pod. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm ready to talk some football. We ain't talked football in a minute. You know, I've been
I'm
talking
ready to pod.
basketball for the last 2 weeks, so it feels good to talk some
Yeah.
football today. My eyelash looking crazy too. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into some breaking news. The
Mm.
Cowboys 1 hour ago signed MVS Marquise Valdez Scandi to a
Scandal.
1 year deal. The only reason why this is breaking news is because of what's been going on with George Pickens. So of course we all know the day before the draft, the Cowboys came out and said, "Hey, George Pickens is going to play in the tag. We're not going to give him a long-term deal." So everybody was up in arms, like, "Why would y'all wait literally right before the day before the draft to break that news?" So of course, cool. Everybody's thinking on draft night, George Pickens is going to get traded, which he didn't get traded. Now the news breaks today. No, I'm lying. So the day after the draft, it comes out. They come out and say, "Hey, George is going to sign the deal. We had a great conversation. George is going to sign the deal." Today, Adam Schefter reported that George Pickens have not signed his deal. So again, this is why this is breaking news because now it's looking like why would you sign a MVS and George Pickens still have not signed his deal. And Adam Schefter. Now, when I went to go look, because I seen it all over Twitter, people were saying like Adam Schefter said like George Pickens requested a trade. Now, when I was looking for it, I could not find it, but he did say it when he was on air with Pat McAfee. And then when I was looking for the tweet, Pat McAfee actually had the tweet on his page, but then I guess they made him delete it. So Adam Schefter is reporting that George Pickens do not want to play on the tag and he wants a long-term deal. So we're gonna get into that, brother. I mean, what do you think about all of this? All of us signing MVS today, the whole George Pickens drama that's going on right now. Talk to me, tell me how you feel about this.
I have no feelings towards
What?
it whatsoever. This is par for me as a Cowboy fan. I've seen this since 1992. The
Mm-hmm.
same play since 1992. Seen the same exact play. We did it with Emmitt. We did it with Michael Irvin. We did it with Dak Prescott. We did it with who was our offensive guard that just retired? Martin. We did it with
Zach
Zach
Martin.
Martin. We did it with Zach Martin. We did it with Zeke. You know what I'm saying? We did it with Dak, CD. We did it with so many the same play. Our top players always got to go through the BS to get
Mm-hmm.
a contract. And when do we always sign them? Two, either one day before the season start, the day of the season start, or 3 days before the season start. And I'm gonna say this because I said it maybe last year or the year before. I think we do that to protect the player from getting. We're gonna give him all of this money. Let's protect him from being on the practice field and possibly getting hurt going into the season. I
Mhm.
say, okay, you know what? That's stupid, but okay, if they try to protect him, cool. That's just my assumption, of what they could be doing. But then I'm like, why wouldn't you want your player to be in a top shape? So when
Right.
the season do start, go ahead and sign him now. You know what money you have to play with. And if we need to make some adjustments and we need to go get signed a player, we can go do that. We don't have to wait a week before the season starts to be scrambling to go sign a player. Get the shit done now, dog.
And
I
then,
will get
signing George Pickens, I mean, it's gonna free up some cap space too for you to,
it.
still make some moves. It's the offseason mode. It's after the draft. Cowboys usually this is when the Cowboys start signing people after
Right.
the draft. So if they would just go ahead and get the deal done, they would have more money to play with as far as getting some of these available free agents that's still on the market.
So much money to play with. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it could be anywhere from like $14 million we would have to play with, if I'm not mistaken. Like
Mm.
between like $7 billion or $14 million to play with. Our capital jump. But making him play under that franchise tag, we ain't gonna have no money to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's gonna be fully guaranteed. But the MVS move, that don't move me whatsoever because he's garbage. He haven't done nothing in the past 4 or 5 years. I think he's just a count guy. And I think he's I, I think he's a smoke screen to David Moore together. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody buying that, dog.
But why sign a smoke screen to today? I mean, it could be a tactic to say, hey, George needs to sign a tag, because if not, hey, we got his replacement. Now, if y'all gonna do a smoke screen,
He ain't no replacement.
go sign somebody better than MVS. I think
Right.
Tyreek Hill was still on the market. Keenan Allen is still on the market. Stephon Diggs. So if you want to make David Mulugeta move, sign one of those players. But to me, this MVS thing, the only reason why I feel like it could be a possible George Pickens trade, because you have Ron Flanor, who y'all been raving about, who y'all gonna say, hey, he's gonna come in and be that third receiver with Jalen Tober being gone. You still don't know what you got with Mingo. You still got Trayshawn Holden on your practice squad. You still got Paris Campbell on your practice squad. You still got Turpin. So it's just like them signing MBS it could be a tactic to say, hey, George, you need to go ahead and sign your deal. But to me, it doesn't make sense when you already have a lot of receivers. Not only that, you just drafted a receiver also. So none of this makes sense. It possibly could be a tactic. Like I said, to me, it don't make sense. This tells me, and I keep telling you, where there's smoke, there's fire. I think George Pickens is going to be traded. I don't think George Pickens is going to play for the Cowboys this year. He don't want to play on that tag. And I get it. It's 27 million, and it is a lot of money for 1 year. But at the end of the day, George wants some type of security to say, hey, if I go out here and I tear my ACL, or if I have a major injury, at least I know I have some longevity with some type of team. And right now, he don't have that. Right now, you got to go out there, and they want George Pickens to bet on himself, and they want him to see, hey, I want to see if you can duplicate that again. And not only that, I want to see what your behavior is going to be like during the season, because it already came out. Maybe a month ago, I was watching one of those shows, but they didn't make it like national, but they said George Pickens was fine a lot this year because he missed meetings, he was missing curfew and things like that. And the Cowboys always try to use those little small tactics when it comes to negotiating. So, like I said, I think with them saying, hey, you're gonna play on a 1 year prove it deal, is to say, hey, I want to see what your behavior is gonna be like. I want to make sure your representative is not showing up and this is who you really are, which I get from a business standpoint. But
I
at the end
don't.
of the day, this is not a good look for the Cowboys, because what you just did with Michael Parsons. And if you let George Pickens go right now to another team, this is not going to look good for the Cowboys. Nobody is going to want to come play for the Cowboys, because they're going to be like, hey, they don't play their players over there. I don't want to go play for an organization that don't play their players.
I wanna make this very clear. The Cowboys are not football guys. They are oil and real estate guys. They need to
Hmm.
get people in there that make football decisions, because we do not make football decisions as a front office. Because what you just said is right on par with how they move. We want to make you prove that you deserve this money that we're going to give you. For
Hmm.
one, that put us behind the 8 ball, because we could have saved ourselves 8 to 10, $12 million if we would have signed in a year before. We have so much history of that. And it's like, you don't do that with a CD Lamb. Why would you do that? Like, That you did it with Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, you did it with Emmitt Smith, you did it with Michael Irvin, you did it with Zach Martin. You doing it again with those are not the type of players you do that with. You do that shit with MVS, Ryan Floyd, motherfuckers like that, Wingo,
Exactly.
Wingo. You
Exactly.
don't do that with no superstars. Okay, you do that with a superstar, he gonna show your ass. And he gonna beat the bag. And now you gonna be talking about that old weak ass pop. I don't want none of that damn pie, man. Fuck that pie. I want production. I want our great players signed early. You know what I'm saying? Like you sign our great players early. We got more money to play with.
Mm.
You wait for Justin Jefferson to get paid. Oh, okay. You don't think CD gonna want that money because his contract gonna be up in a year? He
Yeah, exactly.
he
They
gonna
got the
command
same.
40
They
million.
got the same. Who'd you say?
Justin Jefferson.
Oh, just Jefferson. And then you gotta look at it too. Like
And,
Overshawn. Overshawn is David Mulligat's agent as well. Like he's on his last year. He's gonna want to be paid.
I mean, CD Lamb contract is about to be up.
Right.
So he about to get a new contract. And what you think he gonna come on, bro? You need to be trying to get George Pickens deal done and CD. Give him a contract extension so
But
it don't look huh?
But here's my thing with that. Like when they traded for George Pickens, they already knew he was on his last year of his deal. Did they not have like some type of plan to say, hey, if George, like you got, I think they're not thinking long term. But when you trade for players who are on their last year in a contract, you got to think, hey, if he comes over here and balls out, like what's gonna be the number we're gonna give him, or like how are we gonna move going forward? But all along it could have been they plan, like even if he ball out, we're gonna make him play on the tag because
Right.
we don't play our players. We want to make like you said, we want to see them prove it. And like you said, a player like George Pickens, his caliber, his talent, you don't do prove it deal with these players. And they were trying to do the same thing to Michael Parsons. Now, granted, Jerry Jones had a deal worked out with Michael Parsons, but you don't have deals worked out with the players. You work the deal out with their agents. So now
Mhm.
that was the only player they wasn't playing with. They were willing to play Michael, but they wanted to play Michael what they wanted him to have, and not what he was asking for.
Right.
But I just think if George Pickens didn't ask to be traded, this was just drama. As the world turns, Cowboys gonna keep drama up. The big D stands for drama in Dallas because they're gonna keep drama up through the whole offseason. Like why we have to go through this every offseason and have some drama? Why we can't just start camp with everything y'all just did in the draft? Why can't we just go into this new season with no drama and just play football? But it wouldn't be Dallas if we didn't have drama.
And that's why I say I'm not even getting bent out of shape with all the news coming out the past few days since the draft, since the day before the draft and what's going on today. I
But
am
they
not
said,
been
and that's another thing too. They said that George Pickens camp is the one that said that leaked
yeah,
that he gonna sign it.
yeah, because they should the Cowboys released that information though. We didn't need to know that shit. Stephen Jones released that. You're like, yeah, man, we had a great conversation with George's people, with his agent. Me and Jerry, it was cordial and yada yada yada. And like, we don't need to know that shit, dog. Just get the deal done. You know what I'm saying? Because a week ago at that weak ass press conference that you didn't need to have, you were well, we're not gonna talk about George Pickens and the negotiations. Oh, you're not? But a day before the draft, it comes out, oh well, I mean after the draft, well, yeah, we talked to George and yada. No, bro, we don't
But
want to
they,
hear.
but my thing is, they the one who said it at the press conference that they wasn't gonna do a long term deal with George. So they started all of this because
Right,
y'all
that's
didn't.
what I'm saying. Like, shut up.
Yeah, y'all could have just said when the season started and they run the wire and they asked, "Hey, why George ain't been signed?" They could have said it then. Y'all didn't have to say it the day before the draft. Y'all just want to get shit stirred up. That's me. That's how they move, though.
That's how they move. And it's like, wow. And I called it the last time we talked, like, this is what they do. Like, this is par for the course. It's like, why do we have to? I want a quiet off season. It don't have to be drama every season. It's the drama about contracts every single season. And you know you're gonna sign them. And
That's true.
I just don't understand with y'all not being football minds, business wise, it will make sense to let me get this player signed early so it don't cost us much later on down the road.
Exactly.
I don't understand why they don't do that. Like you said, the D in that stands for drama. It
Yep.
stands for drama, and that's what they fuel off of. That's their Super Bowl. In my opinion, now, that's what they live for. We already got our Super Bowls. We won Super Bowls. Let's generate some more money for our family.
Right.
So
Yeah, man. Cowboys always gonna be up with their answers, but we're gonna get into some draft stuff. Y'all know we did have the draft. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me make sure I pull this up. Why is my thing tripping? Cowboys drafted a few good players. So we gonna
Yeah.
grade those players, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts and you'll give me yours, and we'll talk about that. But let me just pull up what I want to talk about first. Make sure my phone's not locked. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the draft. Hopefully they can figure this George Pickens teams out. Or if not, like I said, there's gonna be drama
Yeah. I'm not even
throughout
tripping.
the whole off season. So let's go ahead and get into the Cowboys draft and what they did on Thursday. So of course, with the number one pick, the Cowboys sent 2 first rounds to the Miami Dolphins to move up to the 11th spot to take Caleb Downs. Before we get into these other picks on who they picked and who they chose on the draft day, how did you feel about this? Because to me, this made no sense, right? So
Shit.
to me, it didn't make no sense. Like, why did you have to give up draft capital where you could have just sat tight and drafted at track, took Caleb Downs at 12? I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna take my exact thought. My exact thoughts was that was brilliant. That
Okay.
was it was brilliant because you seen how we did the Steelers. The Steelers want to make a move, and Philadelphia called us like, "Hey man, yada yada yada." You're like, you know what? To hell with Mike McCarthy. Y'all come get this pick. And if I guarantee you, if we didn't trade up one spot, somebody would have jumped in front of us and got Caleb Downs. So I thought it was brilliant that we did that. I don't give a damn about them fifth rounders. You can have them, Hulk. We
Yeah,
got two
yeah, I ain't,
fourth rounders back.
I ain't tripping about
So,
the
so
rounders.
I ain't tripping. I thought it was brilliant because if we would have waited, I think somebody would have traded in front of us and picked Caleb Downs. So to
Right.
avoid that drama and avoid that risk, let's just move up one spot and get our guy. You know what I'm saying? And it was been rumors all week that we was going to trade up, but they didn't know how far up in the down in the draft they
Yeah,
was
we,
going to
we
do it.
went one spot because a lot of people had us trading with the Browns. A lot of people
Yeah,
had us trading
for the
up
sixth pick.
to the
Yeah,
sixth
yeah.
pick. But one thing I will say is, I'm not a Giants fan, but I want to thank the Giants.
I do too.
Barbecue.
Dumbasses.
Like, thank you, Giants, so much because y'all could have completely not only wiped out our division, y'all could have completely killed the whole division. Like, to be honest with you, like y'all could have took Sonny Styles at the fifth, and then y'all could have took
Caleb
Caleb.
Downs.
Y'all could have took Caleb down to the 10th spot. But of course, we all know Sonny Styles ends up going to DC at 7, and then they took Arvell Reese with that third round pick. I mean, with that third pick, but I was scared. I was nervous because I really thought they were gonna get Downs right there. But they end up going with a tackle.
And I,
What you think
and
about that?
I don't understand that shit at all. I thought New York was going to get. I thought New York. I said, "Oh, the boys got Avery Reese," and I said, "Oh, they gonna get Caleb. They gonna have the division on lock for at least 6, 7 years." These
Mhm.
boys got to tackle, and I get it. You need somebody to protect your blind side, your
Yeah,
cornerback.
because that line is shaky though, low key. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we being honest, that was a good pick because they line has have been shaky, and they need somebody who's gonna be able to run behind that line.
I'm getting down. I would have
You
been
getting scat
Caleb.
back, you gonna need somebody who can block up front. So I get it.
It got some good left tackles coming out next year. We ain't about to win a Super Bowl this year. It got some good left tackles coming out next year. We're gonna be ass again. So I would have took Caleb this year and got me a left tackle next year. Go ain't like you
Or go
gonna
give me a veteran and see what I can do in free agency
yeah.
after the draft. Like, who
Go
y'all
trade for one.
low key? Ain't nobody getting up off of tackles. Like, tackles is really hard to come by, and tackles don't never. If we being honest, tackles don't never hit the free agency market ever because tackles are hard to come by.
Yeah, you gotta trade for them boys.
You
If
got
you're
to
gonna go
trade
this,
for them.
yeah, you
So
gotta
they
trade for
they
them.
made the right move, but I think man, I think I probably would have went. I still would have went Caleb Downs, and I still would have went Sonny Styles. You got the best linebacker and the best safety in the whole entire draft.
And I thought, me personally, I thought Caleb Downs was the best player in the draft. Me personally, I thought he
Right.
was. You know what I'm saying?
Defensively, yeah, they were saying he was highly sought after. He was the best player in the absolute draft. That's why this is a steal for him to fall to Dallas all the way to 11. But that if he fell to 11 because what happened at the top. I don't think people seen Arizona taking Jeremiah Love at 3.
I didn't see that. I seen it like in mock drafts. And I'm like, ain't no way, but they ain't gonna take no running back. I actually thought he was going to New York.
Okay.
I thought he was gonna go to New York, but
Is what's his name still over there? Who is that running back? Light skinned dude, Connor. He's still over there?
in Arizona,
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So that's gonna be a nice 1-2 punch.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a nice 1-2 punch. But and I already knew like once the commanders came up, I already knew Dan Quinn was gonna take Sonny Styles. That's right up his alley. He like a
I
good
think so.
linebacker.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, man. So yeah, of course the Cowboys get Caleb Downs at number one. I'm really glad that he's on our team. He fell to us. Of course, with our second first round pick, we took Malachi Lawrence, edge rusher
Mm-hmm.
out of UCF. We didn't have a second round pick, so of course in that third round we took Jay Sean Barham, edge out of Michigan. In the fourth round, we took Drew Shelton out of Penn. He's an offensive tackle. Also in the fourth, we took Devin Moore, Florida. He's a cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
Also on the fourth, we took LT Overtone out of Alabama. He's a defensive lineman. And then, of course, with our very last pick, we took Anthony Smith out of East Carolina. He's a wide receiver. So
He dope.
I want you to give me, give me a draft grade on what you think the Cowboys, how they did in this draft.
I think I'm gonna give us a B plus. If we didn't, say for instance, no, I'm gonna go that as is. I give us a B plus because I think we just started doing shit towards the end of the draft.
Yeah.
I think we just started freestyling. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think we started doing BPA. I just think we just started drafting up, really, to be honest with you. Because I think we felt so good about our first three draft picks. It was just like they went with what they felt was right. They didn't go with the best player available at all. I'm looking like, why would you?
Cause Jamor, I know, and I get it. They didn't want to bring anybody in that's been injury prone. Jerry already said that, but McCoy was still on the board. Where a lot of these guys, you picked them, you could have brought McCoy in. It could have been low risk at this point.
And that DB that we got from Florida, he's injury prone. So I'm like, why did we just go get Gerard McCoy?
Yeah, you should just got McCoy.
But the reason they did because they fell back into what they usually do. They go by the measurables. He's like 6'3". He pretty fast for his height. He can move for his height, but he's injury prone. He could have been a second round draft pick, but he injury prone.
Right.
It's my shot that jump on Jerome McCoy. Fuck it. But
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't even know a lot of these guys outside of Kalen Downs, and I had to ask you about Malachi.
and I wouldn't even take him in the first round. I thought he was gonna be like a second round, like a mid second round, late second round, maybe third at the latest. I wouldn't have took him in the first round, but he pressure now. He get off that rock. He get off that rock. But I like old boy from Michigan. What's his name?
His name right there. You can't see the screen. Jay Sean
No,
Barham.
it's not showing up on my screen.
Oh, you can't see it on your side.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why you can't never see it.
Yeah, it's not showing up on my screen. But
Okay.
I like him. I like him more than I like our second first round pick.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he's more that nigga crash out. And that's what we need. We need an ignorant motherfucker on our team. And he ignorant. And he physical, he fast, he can play more, he can play the edge, he can play the middle linebacker position. You know what I mean? Like he played more edge. I mean more middle than he did edge, but he can do them both. And he is fast. And he is physical and he is aggressive and he will get in your face and let you know how he feel. And that's what we need. We need that type of attitude. Now I will give Malachi Lawrence that. When the ball is snapped, he's like one of the fastest players off the rock. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But he just don't generate a lot of sacks. He'll get some tackles for loss. He don't generate, he's not he might give you like 4 or 5 sacks, 7 or 8 at the best. You know what I mean? But he ain't all that like sack wise.
Yeah, like I said, I had to do I'm not really the draft girly. So I had to do a lot of research on these guys, go look at some of their tape. So overall, I think for me, I'm right there with you. I get Cowboys a draft, but I will give them an A for getting Caleb Downs. I didn't see Caleb Downs like falling to us. Like I said, Caleb Downs is one of like everybody thought Caleb Downs was gonna go in the top three, honestly, the top three or top five. So they get an A plus for getting Caleb Downs on where they drafted him in. But overall, I give them a B on what they did. They filled some needs. You got your edges. You got your backup corner. That Drew Shelton pick, they said that he's gonna be competing with Tyler Guyton. So I think that was a good backup pick as well. And I don't really know what they're doing with this Anthony Smith pick getting the wide receiver. Like I said, I feel like that wide receiver room right now is very, very crowded. But overall, I do give them a B. I give them a B on this draft. Now, when you think about all these players that we drafted, like which one of these guys do you think is going to be a day one starter outside of Caleb Downs and Malachi Lawrence?
Neither one of them. None of them.
Neither one of them going to be a starter.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You don't think Caleb Downs going to be a starter?
You said outside of Caleb.
Oh, okay. Outside of Caleb and Malachi, you don't think none of these guys
I
are
don't think
starters?
Malachi ain't starting.
You don't think he gonna start either?
The only one I think gonna start is Caleb. Because I don't think you're gonna start Malachi over Rashawn Gary. You damn sure ain't starting over him. You damn sure ain't starting him over Easy.
But you don't know what I feel like he's. I think only reason why I feel like Malachi is gonna be a starter is because you don't know what's going on with Easy E. He coming off that injury. So
But
that's the only reason why I can see him starting.
the reports are that Easy he got ahead of schedule. Like he already working out. Like he ready for OTAs.
Okay.
And Shotty had to tell him like in that press conference, Shotty was like, "Hey man, slow down. You good? Like slow down. Like he ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like his hip is fine. So that's why I'm like, Easy ready. I don't think. Well, I think we only got one starter now, and I say that because a lot of these players that starting for us now are on 1 year deals.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think. I think we just trying to get ahead of next year. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these guys will be here. You know, so yeah, I only think that we have one starter for this season out of the draft, and that's Caleb Downs. Everybody else is gonna be backups.
Yeah, and with Caleb Downs being able to be added to that safety room, like that's automatically to me the best position on our defense. Like to me, because now we did bring in the Jalen Thompson from Arizona. You got Caleb Downs, you got Malik Hooker, you got Marquise Bell, and then well they're more of they're gonna play more of the cornerbacks, Cubby Durant, but just with Jalen Thompson and Caleb Downs, that is an upgrade to your safety room.
And that's crazy to say because after all of these years, we probably have one of the best safety rooms in the NFL.
Right.
When we've had one of the worst, and in one out season, we potentially have the best. You know what I mean? Like one of the best. That's crazy. One
Yeah.
out season.
That definitely he definitely upgraded
Out safety, yeah.
our safety room. But what you still think about this linebacker room? Now we did trade for D Winters. We brought in D Winters. The linebacker from the 49ers. Cowboys sent them a fifth round pick in exchange for D Winters. He is a veteran linebacker coming out of San Francisco. He had 106 total tackles, 67 total tackles, one interception, and one touchdown. How do you feel about adding D Winters to this linebacker room?
I love it. I love it. He's not like a perennial Pro Bowl. I don't think he's there yet. He has the potential because he physical too. So I see the vision that they trying to get them edges coming back. They trying to get them linebackers to bust your ass. So I see what they're doing and I like it because this is what we've been asking for years. Let's go get some guys that's attacking that will hit your ass, and that's what we went and got. And I think mentally this is his opportunity to show what kind of caliber linebacker he is. Are you a career backup? Are you a solid backup? Are you a Robin? Or are you a Batman?
And you seen what Fred Warner said? He said we got us one.
He said what?
Fred Warner said, when he showed that the Cowboys had got it, like we had picked him up. Fred Warner was like, Cowboys, y'all got y'all one. Like he a dog.
Okay. So coming from Fred, I'll take that.
Right.
I mean, the cat, like he had 106 tackles. He didn't start like what, more than half of the season or something like that.
Yeah, because he stepped in for Fred Warner.
Yeah, and he had 106 tackles. That's crazy.
106 tackles and 67 of them was solo.
Right. Hey man, look.
And the interception that he had was for a touchdown.
I'm excited about that. Now, for me, I'm greedy. I still want to get the linebacker from Miami.
Jordan Brooks, you should have used one of them fourth round picks and got Jordan Brooks.
Yeah, I want to. Hey, look, bro. What we got to do to get you here? What we got?
I would have used that Drew Shelton and that David Moore pick and package them 2 fourth rounders up and try to get Jordan Brooks.
I'm on the phone with Miami right now. I'm on the phone with Miami
What we
right
gonna
now.
give up though? We ain't got nothing else to give up.
Shit, we already on to the next
Unless
season.
we're gonna leverage our next year picks.
Shit, I send they ass George P. Y'all gotta send us some draft. Send
Yeah,
us
I
some.
give up, bro. Man, what?
Send us some draft capital with Jordan.
Happened after that train fast, not giving up
But
GP.
hey man, if y'all ain't gonna sign them shit, let's get rid of them. Let's go get some shit. You know what I mean? Don't bullshit with it. Let's go ahead and get ahead of it. So that's why I think he's not going to do well. Because what benefit do we have with trading them now? We don't have any benefit until the season starts, and you can see what trash is what. So yeah, I definitely like Mental. I like him for sure. Yeah. So
So
I think I would linebacker room with him and Overshawn for sure. I think we have something right there. Overshawn,
Overshown, I still
he just
like
got
I
straight
like
up.
Shamar James. I like Shamar James too. He showed us a little something last year.
See, Shamar, he's more like a solid backup to me. Like he'll come in for spurts when somebody need a breather
Right.
and do his job. I think he's like I don't think he's a starter, not right now. But I like him though. I like him a lot.
Yeah. And then we might, we're gonna see a little bit of Maris too. I know they moved Maris to like more of a pass rusher, but he's
Right,
gonna be more of an outside like linebacker. So
right. And you
we-
know what? I'm gonna say this too. This is another example of what we've been needing for years. We have a lot of depth. Because now it's like, damn, what we gonna do with this player?
yeah, because now
Shit,
it's like if our starters go down, hey, we got somebody to hey stuff
come
where it needs
in,
to come right in.
fill in. They know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like this is depth is what you need when the playoffs come because the players not beat up. We've
Mhm.
always been top heavy. Yo, we've had great players, but if them
We
folks
never had a
went,
good backup.
if they went down, we were screwed. We was messed up. And this is what we've been wanting. Dead all these years. Man, you hear what's that lot that running back from the Philadelphia Eagles that you hate? McCoy.
Uh, LaShawn McCoy,
Yeah,
Shake.
LaShawn McCoy. Man, the Cowboys got all these all pros and pro bowlers. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But when they go down, what do
They
we
ain't got
have
no
behind them? We don't
nothing.
have nothing behind them. This year, we building a team. I'm not saying we're gonna do it. I'm not saying we're gonna make noise. We have a much better
I think
roster.
now you say top 15, but the way Christian Parker is putting this defense together, I definitely can see us being top 10. If not top 10, we're gonna be right outside top 10 at 11. But I definitely think this is probably gonna be a top 10 defense, honestly.
Like I ain't gonna be mad at you. Shit, you know what I mean?
I need my defense to mirror what my offense gonna do. We gonna see what's gonna go on with George Pickens, but
Yeah, yeah.
I need that defense because I don't want it to be this year. Cowboys defense be good and then the offense fall off. And I think every year it's like that. It's like either the defense is really good and then the offense is trash, or the offense got to carry the defense. Like I just want give me a balanced team for once. Can we just have a balanced team on both sides of the ball? Like I'm not saying I need a world beater defense, but I just need a defense that's gonna give me a couple of stops so my offense can win the game. That's all I'm asking for.
You can go close the game out. You
I
know
just
what I
want to
mean?
close the game out. I'm not even asking for nothing crazy. I just want a little balance.
Not the offense just close the game out. My bad. Like the defense, hell, y'all close the game out.
That
Cause
too.
we could have beat Green Bay if the defense just would have did the damn job.
Just make that one play. It's a
What?
few. It's like 3 or 4 games that if defense would have got to stop, we win the game.
Our offense is so good. We carry a trash ass defense and still almost make the playoffs.
A 30-second defense,
The worst defense in franchise history.
and we were 7-9-1, still fighting for a chance to make the playoffs at the end.
Offense is great, and we getting our own freaking way again because the front office want to be dickheads. They want to be stupid and think what you say. They think they smarter than everybody
Oh yeah, they
else.
gotta be the smartest one in the room. They want to be the
I
smartest one in the
hate
room
these mother scrunchies,
every
man.
year, man. Every year they gotta be the smartest in the room. But looking over these draft picks, who you think gonna be the biggest boom bust on this team?
I think okay, the biggest boom outside of Caleb, the biggest boom is gonna be the I think it's either gonna be the linebacker from Michigan that we got in the third round, or the wide receiver that we got from Eastern Michigan.
You think he gonna be a bust?
I think he's gonna be a boom.
A boom? Okay.
Though I got those two as my booms. The biggest bust is probably gonna be Malachi Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm with
Because I
you,
think
man.
we reached because I thought he was gonna
And
be the
it's like,
third.
bro, we love the Michigan players. Jay Sean,
No,
I really think our biggest bust gonna either gonna be Malachi or Jay Sean. Everybody love Jay Sean, but I think those two might be busts. I don't know.
I ain't know he went to Michigan last year
He went
until I seen the draft. I know him from Maryland. I had no clue he went to Michigan. I know him from Maryland, but I didn't know he went to Michigan. Yeah, I like that boy. I've been liking that boy since college. I was like, man, I didn't know he was in Michigan. Shit, okay. But yeah.
But you know what's
Mhm.
crazy though? Would it be crazy if Caleb Downs come over here and be a bust just because
Don't put that
gotta
now.
come in and
Don't
do
put that.
so much?
Don't.
Wouldn't that be crazy though? Because you gotta come in and we don't even want you to be Superman. Just come in and play how you played in college. But wouldn't that be crazy if you be a bust, like your first round pick be a
I
bust?
don't even. I don't even want to talk about
I'm just
that
trying to,
shit.
hey, I'm trying to prepare y'all just in case it
That
possibly
shit would be so disappointing,
it would
dog. I would be
it would be
sick.
very disappointing. But but I
I
mean, I don't really have any. Honestly, I don't really have any concerns with Christian Parker being the coach that he is, and he can develop these players. So hopefully, Caleb can play your game how you played in college. We don't want you to come being superhero.
you know the funny thing is about that. I don't. The likelihood of that happening, in my opinion, is real small because Caleb Downs started as a freshman at Alabama in Nick Saban's system. Nick
Yeah, we're
Saban
gonna get into,
say,
we're gonna get into these. We're gonna get
"Oh,
into
we
the
got some
players
more.
break.
Okay, okay,
We're gonna get into the players breakdowns in a minute.
all
But
right,
I just want to ask you who you think was gonna be the biggest boom with bust. We talked about who you think is gonna be the day one starters. So let's
yeah,
go ahead. Let's just go ahead and hop into it. We're gonna get into each player in the breakdown of who we drafted. So of course, we're gonna start it off with Caleb Downs. You said you can't see the screen, right?
yeah." I still couldn't see it. Hold on,
Yeah.
let me try to change my screen. See if I can see
Okay,
it.
change your screen, see if you can see it.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's up there. So of course, y'all know we Caleb Downs is our first round draft pick, safety out of Ohio. His career stats are there. Total tackles, he had 256 total tackles, 163 solo tackles, 6 interceptions, 10 defended passes, 3 forced fumbles, 1.5 sacks, and he did have 2 touchdowns playing on special teams off of punts. And then of course on his accolades, he was a freshman All-American, Big Ten defensive player. He won the Jim Thorpe Award this year, and he also was a unanimous All American for the 2024 and 2025 season. Um, Go ahead and say what you want to say about Caleb now that we into these players breakdown.
Hey man, when Nick Saban said you are one of his top three players that he ever coached, that's saying something because Nick Saban didn't coach some bad mother. You know what I'm saying? He
Right,
didn't coach some dudes. He said Caleb, as a true freshman coming straight out of high school, he used to sit next to Nick Saban in the meetings to understand what he was calling and why he was calling it. And he started. And he was a freshman All American. You know what I mean? Like
right.
that don't happen. What's that wide receiver? Malik Neighbors,
Mhm.
from the New York Giants. As a true freshman, he said Caleb Downs was calling out every route that he ran before the play was snapped. He said he said I've never seen that from a true freshman. Like he
Yeah,
was
but
caught,
they meant look, Caleb Downs has a high football IQ.
he knows what's going on.
They were saying on draft night that this man is gonna wear a gold jacket. They said this man is gonna be a Hall of Famer.
I can
Like
see it.
this is
I
how
can see it.
sought after he was, and I still can't believe he fell to us at 11. Like
And they said we had a 12% chance of landing him,
this
and
is
we
crazy.
that's crazy. And I couldn't believe it because I was driving. I'm like, a dude said Kalen. I'm like, what the fuck is Kalen?
Mhm.
When he said Kalen down, I was like, Caleb. I said, oh, shit, okay. But yeah, man, I'm excited about that dude, man, because he's like he about his business. He's zero tolerance. You know what I mean? Like,
Man, I seen some people I seen some people on Twitter being petty talking about they need to let Caleb Downs with that number 11. Ah, they say give Caleb Downs number 11. I said, bro, they petty.
boy, that's
Cowboys
stupid,
fans
man.
petty as hell. Cause Michael was on that Bleacher Report talking crazy talking about welcome to my city. I said, bro, you are not a cowboy anymore. You are
That's
not
what I
a
said.
cowboy. Somebody, yeah, I still live here in the off season, but you're not a cowboy. Like that boy want to still be a cowboy so bad.
He do. That boy miserable over there in Green Bay. He
Man,
telling you,
if they get Caleb down to 11, he'll blow a damn head gasket.
boy, that should be so damn messy, man. That'd be
It
so
would be it
messy.
would be hella messy. Cause who are number 2 right now for our team? Is the PJ Lock take 2? Or did he
Nah,
take?
PJ Lock won.
Okay, so he took Dylan Tobin.
Kobe
Oh, Kobe
Durant.
Durant. Kobe. Oh, because Kobe Durant was wearing two with the Rams.
He'll win 14, but
Oh,
uh,
okay.
Marquise Bell have 14.
Ah,
So he
okay.
just took two, but I think he gonna give us Caleb Downs. I
Give it
think
to
I
Taylor.
read something. Yeah, I think I
Who
read
went?
something.
Who went number 11?
Nobody.
Shit,
Shit.
look, you Caleb 11.
Here you go.
Barely.
Entertaining a mess. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
got to entertain this a little bit. But all right,
No.
let's go. Let's get into our second player, of course, who we drafted. You still can't see the screen.
Mm-mm.
So this is Malachi Lawrence and his accolades. This is his career stats. He had 72 total tackles, 47 solo tackles. He had 28 tackles for loss, three forced fumbles, and he had 20 sacks over his 4-year career in college. And of course, his accolades, he was the Big 12 Defensive Lineman of the Year. Like I said, I didn't know too much about Malachi Lawrence, but you said that he's a good player. So I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
take
he
the
good.
floor on this one.
Yeah. If say for instance, say if he lined up against a Terrence Steele, if he lined up against a Tyler Guyton, he gonna whoop their ass all game long.
Hmm.
But if he lined up against like a
So he gonna be in the East. So he gonna be lining up against the Commanders. So who they right tackle over there? The Eagles and the Commanders. Do you know they right tackles?
uh uh
Oh, okay.
see the Eagles got a good offensive line though. So I
Mm.
think so for me, the tape don't lie, bro. Like you are what you are. So I could see him like getting maybe 3 sacks this season, six
Mhm.
at the best. Now if he exceed those expectations for me, damn, bro, I think we might have hit something. But I don't see him getting no more than six, no less than 3 sacks. I think he's gonna have a lot of tackles for loss because that's what the tape says. You know what I'm saying? Like he getting that backfield. He got a quick first step. His first
Right.
step is insane. He's just not a first rounder to me, dog. And that's
No.
why I think I think a lot of people gonna take that first round pick, put on this back, and be like he should be producing more. And that's why I think the Cowboys messed up because we reached for that boy. We reached, and we could have did something else with that pick. And
Because I've seen a lot of
I
because
think that
I was watching the Gills Arena Gridiron today, and they said we should have got Missador
I
instead.
don't want that old ass nigga, man.
You know him?
He good, but he old as hell. He like, shit down the way.
Really?
Nah, he like
He
he
said it's
like
kind of feel like
26. He like 26.
oh, okay. Ruben Bain was old too, though. Well, he looked old.
Yeah, he look old. He young. He younger. He like 21, 22.
God, yeah.
That motherfucker been like them
He
20,
looked
23
like
year olds back in the
like
70s.
somebody Uncle Willie or something.
Yeah, he like a
Yeah,
1970s nigga, man.
crazy.
Yeah, so
But you think this
Lauren,
is a reach? You think this is a reach at 23?
hell yeah. And I like Malachi Lawrence, but because he's a dog, but he's not the first round. Yeah,
Okay.
he's in the first round. I think a lot of fans gonna be irritated at that too because of his production. They're like, "You a first round draft pick, man? Why
Yeah,
you not being
what a
success?"
sack said. Yeah, what a sack said. You know,
Yeah. I think that's gonna come back to haunt
Cowboys.
him. Yeah.
Right. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our next player, Jay Sean Barham, edge. Of course, his career stats: 193 total tackles, 119 of those were solo. He had 6 interceptions and 2 forced fumbles, and of course, his accolades were he was a 2022 freshman All American, and he did win the Chuck Bednarik Award. Um,
Best linebacker in the nation. That's
okay.
what that
So,
award
is
is.
he hybrid? Because why they have him listed as an edge? So he's like an edge and linebacker.
Yeah, he played middle linebacker and he played edge because he's so fast. He's so fast. He shoot that A gap. He could get to the quarterback shooting that A gap, get to the running back by shooting that A gap, and he come off that edge like his hands on fire. So look, this is how I see it. I give did we do the grades already for the players? Oh, we
I mean,
doing
you
that?
can if you want to. We're gonna do the grades. We
Okay,
just
so
did it as a whole.
I gave Caleb Downs an A plus grade, and I gave what's his name again?
Malachi,
No, the third round. I keep on forgetting bro name.
Jay
So
Sean.
Jay Sean, I gave him an A.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are my two favorite picks in the draft. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So
So do you
yeah,
think he was for what we got him at? Was that a good value or he?
hell yeah,
Okay.
hell yeah. Cause I thought he was gonna be gone. I thought he was gonna be gone. Yeah, and we got him
Why do you
at
think we didn't? But maybe he don't fit the system or scheme of what Clayton, not Clayton Adams, of Christian Parker want to do. Why do you think we didn't draft Rodriguez, the linebacker out of Texas Tech? Because he was there too.
I don't know. I think because he might be like small as hell or something. I don't. I really don't know. I know he had some injury concerns. I know they was talking about they don't want to continue drafting injury prone players, but they drafted one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. They just lie in our face all the time. So I mean I have no clue why they didn't say that because I thought he was gonna be on our roster for sure.
Right.
Especially he went the second round or the third. I think he went the second round, right?
No, he won the third.
He went the third
Mm-hmm. Or maybe
after
he
that.
went. Or maybe he won the late second. I would have to look.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Let me see
that's
when
insane.
did he get
I don't
drafted.
know why we did it. If that's the case, if he went the third before, I mean after us, then I don't know why we didn't draft him. Now, that's a question they should have asked. That's the case.
Hold on. Get drafted. I think I could have sworn I saw in the third.
Yeah, because we had like with the
No,
like
no, he got okay. So he got drafted in second, but
yeah,
number
yeah,
43 by the Dolphins.
yeah. Okay. 'Cause I'm about to say I ain't boy, we just passed up on him, then we just doing some ignorant shit.
At
But
this
yeah,
point.
yeah,
All
I
right,
know.
so let's get into our next player. So the next player that will be joining this team, LT Overtone, defensive lineman. Of course, his career stats, he had 132 total tackles, 61 solo tackles. He had 12 tackles for loss, 7 sacks, 1 forced fumble. Um, this is another guy joining that. I think our defensive line, I think our defensive line gonna be really, really good too.
Really
And
good.
any guy coming out of Alabama is gonna be really good for your team. I mean, what you
Right.
think about Overtone?
I get off something to be. He's not like a flashy player, but he get the job done. So
Mm.
I think he gonna be one of them solid rotational guys, like that depth that we were talking about a few minutes ago. He gonna be one of them players, especially next season. But his upside, in my opinion, is well, I think they drafted him because of the upside.
So you
But
think maybe like year two?
yeah, year two going into like year three, I think I could tell in like year two, you can be like, okay, I can see why they probably took bro. But I think when it comes close to him to get a new contract, I think he gonna start getting good. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it's going. He gonna get good. It's gonna be we ain't gonna want to pay him. You know what I
That's
mean?
crazy.
I think he's gonna be just like a step under what Osa was for us. Osa was good for us. I think he'll be like right up under what Osa
Also
was.
was good for hers, but they feel like he ain't fit. You know, he ain't fit the
Right.
scheme.
Yeah. 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 But I like LT. I like him. I mean yeah, LT. I like him.
All right, so let's get into the next guy joining our team. We have Devin Moore drafted the cornerback. His career stats: 64 total tackles, 40 solo tackles. He had 5 interceptions, 8 defended passes, 1 forced fumble, and 1.5 sacks. You said this wasn't your favorite pick.
Mm.
Why not? Tell the people why you don't think this is not one of your favorite picks.
Because y'all they told us we not drafting those injury prone players or people that need a year to rehab and all this here. That's who he is. That's what he do. He gonna play probably half of the season and he gonna be gone for the other half, rehabbing.
Hmm.
We could have did so much better. We could have went and got Malik Muhammad.
Who?
Malik Muhammad from the University of Texas. I think he was still there.
Oh, I don't know Malik.
Yeah, and man, he was one of the best corners in the nation. Like in college football, I'm like, why would we go get this cat? You know what I
Right.
mean? Or I just didn't understand that pick. But I think they got him because of the potential, like his size. I think he's like 6'3" and shit like that. Now when
Mhm.
he played, he got range. He can play. He can play. He's like you know what old boy from Oregon, what's his name? Uh
Who?
that we was talking about that we could possibly draft, the white guy.
Dylan Thieneman.
Then he could be if he's healthy, he could be one of them guys. So I see why they draft because he got range, he tall, and he could pick the ball off. He's smart. He's smart now. You
I
know
mean,
what
I,
I'm saying?
I, I think it's good insurance because you don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, he's not gonna be a starter, but I think he's a good backup because you don't know what's going on with Deron Bland. But of course, we already got they we already got their backups in the building. You know, we went and got Kobe Durant in free agency, and we got you got Sharon Rebel coming back. Who else did we get in free agency? Kobe Durant and somebody else. I think
That's
do we
what
have a corner?
as far as corners, that's it.
Okay, so it was
Oh no, we got somebody from the Seahawks and somebody else. We got three corners. Somebody from the Seahawks and somebody else
okay.
outside of Kobe Durant.
So these are gonna be some good depth pieces because it seems
Mhm.
like our quarters be going down, but
Right, right.
you just
Yeah.
never know.
So I get
All
why they took him, but he probably like my least favorite draft pick.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into this next one. This is Drew Shelton, offensive tackle.
Mhm.
I didn't really see a lot of accolades and stuff for him, but he did play 48 games while he was in college. He started 34 of them. He only allowed 2 sacks. Now, like I said earlier, they did say he will be competing for that left spot, taking that Guyton spot. Him and Nate Thomas is gonna be competing for Guyton spot. So what you think
I'm with
about
it.
that? Because Guyton ain't been what we thought he was gonna be so far, huh?
I
And
like it.
he's been injured a lot.
Huh?
He's been injured a lot too.
Oh, guy.
Guyton.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then that's why I'm like, you know what? I like bro because he ain't no flashy offensive line. He ain't gonna garner a lot of money. He not gonna garner a lot of attention. He just solid. He show up to work and do his job. He like BB. I was
Okay.
simple. Cooper BB. He's just like Cooper. You know what I'm saying? He
Mhm.
ain't flashy. He ain't loud. He come up. He show up. He do his job. He go home. You know what I'm saying? Like for him to go to Penn State and start only give up 2 sacks in the Big Ten, that says a lot about your. He don't have he's not strong, bro. He get pushed around.
So you got to get in that weight room, get
He
the
gotta
weight.
get in the goddamn weight room. He need to go eat some goddamn 30 weight gravy or something, some 40 weight gravy or something. Put some more weight on his ass, but and push them weights because he kind of light in the ass. But other than that, he still don't give up sacks.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, I think that was good though. Like he only played in 48 games, but to say you only gave up 2 sacks your whole college career, that says a lot.
mhm. Yep. That's like 12 games a season. You've been there 4 years. That's 12 games a season. You like that's
Pretty much.
crazy.
And it's a
And
16 game season.
and you playing against the Ohio States, the Michigans. You know what I'm saying? Like you playing against the big dogs. You ain't playing against no Prairie Views and like the motherfucker like you. So that's live. The Indianas of last year. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not giving up no sacks.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
impressive for sure. So that's a good pickup, another good depth piece coming into the season. Like I said, Guyton really hadn't showed us a lot.
I
He's
hated
been
that pick last year.
he's been injury prone. A lot of people hated that pick. But we're gonna see how that's gonna turn out, how it's gonna shake out in training camp. We'll get into that later as the season goes on. Cause when does mini camp start? July
Uh,
or June?
it might start. It might start at the end of May because a rookie minicamp start. I think today or yesterday.
Dang, they get right to work already.
They
It ain't
get they
about
get they
real
get right
break.
they get right to it. Like we finna have a lot of content to make. They get right to it.
Golly, they don't get no break.
They got rookie minicamp, and you might have some veterans here and there. You're gonna have voluntary OTAs, then you're gonna have OTAs, then you're gonna have minicamp, then you're gonna have training camp.
All right.
They get straight to it. They get straight to it.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
All right, if
So
y'all still in here, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Y'all need to push this push our channel into the algorithm so other people can see our show. Like I said, we do this every Monday. We haven't did it in a while, but we will be on here now that the season, we have more content to talk about. But we are gonna be doing basketball on Tuesday, but we'll get more into that at the end of the show. So let's go ahead and get into the last guy, and then we're gonna get out of here. So our last pick and our last um pretty much it was our last pick. He was the last guy that we selected in the draft. Anthony Smith, wide receiver out of Eastern Carolina. He had 2,095 yards for his whole career in college, 118 receptions and 16 touchdowns. I didn't really see any accolades. That's why it's not listed here. But you said this is gonna be a sneaky good breakout pick.
he's my fourth favorite player in this draft. So I
Okay.
got I got Caleb. I got nigga from Michigan. Then I got Malachi, and I got this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Jay Sean.
yeah. Jay Sean is my second favorite. Malachi my third, and Smith is my fourth coming out of Nixon. Say, man, I don't care. I've seen like maybe like two games at Eastern Michigan just BS and just watching. This boy don't get tackled, man. Like if he catch the ball, like they chasing him or pushing him out of bounds, or he catching the touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
So
hard
do
to
you
figure.
think you better than Ryan Flournoy?
I think he's more explosive.
That says a lot. I like Ryan. Ryan a
I
big
like
body.
Ryan too.
Ryan, big body, big catch radius. I really like Ryan as my third receiver.
I'm gonna tell you who he remind me of. He remind me of Miles Austin, bro.
Uh,
He
and
get busy. Yeah, he get busy, man. If he catch it, good luck.
man, it's gonna be fun to see how these guys gonna look. You know, everybody trying to get a spot. And then honorable mention, I didn't put it in here, but undrafted free agent that we brought in, the tight end. I think
Which
it's
one from TCU or
Triggs
Baylor?
from Baylor. Triggs.
He gonna make the team. If he don't make the team,
Crazy because I like what's my buddy? Tight end and never get no spin.
Spanford.
Spanford.
See, and Spanford gonna make the team. I think Schoonmaker gone, and I think after this year,
Bird.
I think Ferg gone. I
So
think they gone, bro.
they replacements in the building.
I think this gonna be Spanford's team as far as tight end room.
What?
I do. I think it's gonna be Spanford's team because that Schoonmaker draft pick was unnecessary too, just like Tyler Guyton. But why would we go get both of them niggas? Like all the great players that we could have drafted, we drafted Tyler Guyton and Schoonmaker, and we passed up on all these other cats. You know, don't make
But you
sense to
know
me.
what's crazy? Because old boy from the Browns is on the market. The tight end in Juco.
And Joe Cook, whatever his name is, yeah. But I think he get up there in age. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, a lot of people ain't really just trying to check for him. I think he's gonna be like a late signing, like going into the season or something like that.
So this is gonna be your little pet cat for the season.
Yeah, man. That boy the truth. That dude, yeah, that boy the truth. Yeah.
Anthony Smith. Okay, we're gonna see. But that's pretty much that's all I want to talk about. I just want to talk about our draft picks. When you look at this draft in like totality, who you think had the best draft? Cowboys, Commanders, Giants, Eagles.
I'm gonna say the Giants.
Giants.
Yeah. No, I think we did, bro.
I like the Sunny Styles pick though.
I do like that Sonny Styles. I like that. I think we have the best draft. I'm not even being biased. I think we have the best draft.
Yeah, I think it's out of us and the Giants. I
Yeah.
did like the Arvell Reese pick. A lot of people didn't like the Arvell Reese pick,
Shit, yeah, I did.
but I like the art. Like when I tell you the Giants could have buried us, man, in this
They could
division.
have buried us.
They could have buried everybody in the division if they would have just took Sonny Styles and took Caleb Downs off the table. Because I thought that's why they traded so they can jump us.
I did too.
You know, they traded away Sexy Dexy. I thought that's the reason why they did it, so they could get those two guys. But Harbaugh went in a different direction.
I'm listening while I'm working, and I'm like, oh shit, they finna go get Caleb, bro. And nope, I was surprised. I was like, okay, we got a chance now. And I was like, we gotta trade up, bro. We gotta trade up. And we did. And we went got that boy.
Yep, one spot. But
One spot.
that's pretty much all I have. Anything else you wanna say?
Hey,
Let me check Twitter before we get out of here, see if there's any breaking news.
yeah, go ahead and see what you got going on, man. I want to give a shout out to my daughter, man. It's her birthday today, man. Shout out to
happy
Michaela
birthday,
Hicks.
okay.
Yeah, I'm about to get the whole government out here. Michaela Breon Hicks, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up, B?
That's right.
Hey, what's up, B? We finna go kick it, man. Go get us some sushi, man. Yeah, so shout out to my girl, man. She made the big 1-9, dog. Yeah.
1-9, but you can up them.
That's crazy. Last year as a team. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't I'm just checking
You
Twitter right
know,
now to see if anything came out. Hold on. I don't really see anything. They just still talking about the MVS stuff.
okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. So there ain't nothing really going on. So all right, y'all. That is all that we have to talk about. I appreciate everybody to pulling up to the pod. We will be back tomorrow with another live show. If you like hoops, tune in. We're gonna be here to talk about those Houston Rockets. We're gonna talk about all of the games that's going on in the NBA playoffs right now. Maybe throw a little bit of that WNBA in there as well. They did start their preseason this past weekend. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about tomorrow. I promise you. Turn on those post notifications. We won't be late tomorrow. We was late today, but we won't be late tomorrow. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow to talk hoops. So if you are a basketball fan, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. And we will see y'all tomorrow. Good night.